getting paid for a week of being a production assistant on the 75th Annual Academy Awards. So I'm there throughout the week helping provide Red Bulls and lunch breaks to the Teamsters setting up scaffolding. And then come the night of the show, my boss was like, hey, you're allowed to have a tuxedo. You can go backstage. You can hold the door open for people. You just try to stay out of other people's way and be back here at the end of the show to help with what we do to wrap up. Like, great. Get a tux, hanging out backstage. And I'm opening the door for basically every A-list celebrity that was of relevance then. And that year, Jack Nicholson showed up with his date, Nicolas Cage. And they immediately came back outside and they started smoking cigarettes. And then Keanu Reeves walked over to him to have a cigarette. And I only heard briefly, it was like, yeah, we're working on The Matrix 2. Should we come down? And he was like a totally normal guy, but they were having this conversation amongst each other, but in very close proximity to me. But I had a tuxedo on, but I also had to wear a very large badge with my name, Christopher Robbins. And I'm trying not to make eye contact with people. I'm trying to be cool. At the time, I was, just a little starstruck with everybody. And I'm looking away. I kind of spot like Peter O'Toole in the distance. But then I hear, is that your real name? And I was like, yes. That's just great. And that was still kind of probably the coolest it's ever been for me. And everything else has been, I mean, of course there's been other moments, but having Jack Nicholson repeat your name, or at least question if that's your real name, is kind of cool.
That was my first thing when I got your information, and I think you were in Paris, as you were saying, and I had to fill in all the paperwork, right? And they're calling you Kip. So I'm like filling it in, and I got your real ID, and it's Christopher Robbins. And I'm like, and it just happens to be one of my favorite songs, right? So I'm like, Christopher Robbins, and I'm going through it. So the fact that every time, that's why I even asked today, I was like, how do you want to be introduced? Because literally, I just think of Kip, but the second we talk about your real name, the song just starts playing in the head. Always. And it's just awesome.
Thank you.
That's the best. Nobody sings Aaron Waiting songs. Yeah. And it's just like, copy you.